Hey guys, we're back for part 2 at the Design-2-Part show here in Atlanta. We're going to be exploring more manufacturers and talking about what technology they're using in their business, and we're going to try and learn something today about how to get an edge inside the industry.
Well, we're Rotor Clip. We make retaining rings and wave springs. Here's a good application of what our products does. It really holds things in place. You got a bearing preload here. We have a wave spring here. We have stock parts and we have customized parts. While the wave springs, from a traditional coil spring, it saves 50% of the weight space, but same actuation force.
Oh, okay, cool. That's technology you guys came up with.
Yes.
So you guys are mostly an OEM, or do you guys do a lot of custom work?
Depends on whatever the customer needs.
That's the right answer.
So whatever the customer really wants is what we provide. So most of the time, wave springs are like a custom part. So we work with their engineers to design something that suits them and their application.
Yeah, so Electronic Coating Technologies is a contract manufacturer that offers services in the protection of electronics. With that, the 4 main services that we offer are conformal coating, potting and encapsulation, form-in-place, cure-in-place gaskets, and vapor deposition, or also known as Paralead. Now, 2 sides to our business, though. The one side is our service provider, where you simply send us the assemblies. We'll go ahead and coat them per your specification and send them back to you. The other side that complements our service side is our distribution arm. And so sometimes customers are too big or they get too big and they want to do it themselves, which is perfectly fine. But where we lose that business on the CM side, we'll go ahead and kick in our distribution arm to provide them with the materials, any machines they would need, control plans, quality plans, basically anything they would need to get up and running in their facility to mirror if ECT was doing it in ours. So you can really consider it a full one-stop shop for anything and everything related to the protection of electronics.
Yeah, Southern Perfection does custom material handling equipment, and that ranges from some small parts to chassis from automobiles. So stainless steel, aluminum, carbon steel, powder coating.
Where are you guys based out of?
Byron, Georgia, about 100 miles south of Atlanta.
And how long have you guys been in business?
We opened up in '83, so we've been down there a while.
Awesome. Hey, can you tell me a little bit about the parts that are on the table today?
So yeah, just some of these parts that you see on the table are parts that we've created that goes in our material handling. We're not really a part supplier. We can supply parts, but most of the things we make end up in our own equipment. Flat laser, tube lasers, powder coating, wet coating, MIG welding, TIG welding, everything you need.
Okay, we're a 75-year-old company, still family owned and operated, and we predominantly hit the larger springs. A lot of the people that come to these shows make the smaller springs, but we thought we'd be here to try to find customers that need larger diameter wire springs.
Are you guys mostly an OEM, or do you do a lot of custom?
Everything's custom. We do a lot of work for OEMs, but we also do a guy that walks in and says, I broke this spring, can you make it? We'll make it as well.
The machinery that's inside the facility, is it mostly focused on bending, or tell me a little bit about what you guys have capabilities-wise?
We do all cold forming, wire coiling, springs, torsion, extension, wire forms. We'll do stabilizer bars up to 825 and getting ready to go up to 1.25 inches on stabilizer bar.
Awesome, cool. Springs that work.
So it's an epilogue laser. It is a CO2 fiber laser engraving with flying optics. So what we have here is we have our 12 by 24 and a 24 by 24 table. This is able to engrave that whole space. It can engrave on wood, acrylic, plastic, marble, granite, glass. We're showing the capabilities of what it's going to engrave on this anodized blue piece. So we're able to put it up in the upper left corner. We send it from a graphics package like CorelDRAW, Illustrator, Photoshop, any of those. You print to it just like a desktop printer. So once we have it in, we're going to come over to our screen and we're going to actually set our focal range. We send the job over, he hits go. You can see it's going to start engraving. So this machine runs at 165 inches per second, so 40 seconds to engrave the logo into this machine.
And you guys are manufacturing these machines completely in-house?
Yes, Golden, Colorado, for over 36 years.
So this print bed, you said is 24 by 24?
Yes.
And then what's the biggest size you
The
get?
biggest one we have is a 48 by 36. We start at a 12 by 24 for around $99,500, $10,000.
Yeah.
Go up from there to our largest machine. These machines can cut up to a 1/2 inch thick acrylic and wood.
Can I grab that out of there?
Yes. You'll notice it's not hot.
So the overarching company is Quality Equipment and Installation Services. So turnkey mechanical solutions for production plants all over the U.S. So Lucid Motors in Arizona, Tesla Gigafactory in Austin, etc. But the upstate fabrication is owned and operated by QEIS. And so some of these parts are showcasing the high precision with which they were fabricated. And so doing one-off prototypes and intricate designs is all done in-house. Some of this shows our UHMW or Teflon material capabilities, all the way down to the scope mount is a prototype to show fitment of the high tolerance. So I believe you had said that's down to 3 microns, and you can feel when you pick up the kind of the suction fit.
QEIS. Nice to meet you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. So I got one question. Why the plane?
Oh, so we don't have anything to do with the airplanes, but the reason we give them out is, a lot of people when they leave a trade show, they'll have a certain open rate to the emails that they get, right? Well, when I give out an airplane and I send and I start the email with the subject line, the Balsa airplane you got in Atlanta, I get 100% open rate on my emails.
It's awesome. Yeah, I'd probably open that email. I'd probably
See?
what the heck. So what do you guys actually specialize in?
High volume metal stamping and also fabricated aluminum extrusions. We have punch presses that go up to 60 tons. So we can run parts that are up to 36 inches wide and a 1/2 inch thick steel. So we can manufacture all kinds of different parts. We also assemble the parts. For example, you'll see parts here that are welded by robots and things like that. We can take and we don't just stamp them. We don't just smash the parts out. We can do the next step. So we bring value to our customers by bringing that next step to them so that they don't have to maybe ship it somewhere else to have it assembled or ship it somewhere else to have it plated or painted or whatever. So we can supply a more complete part or assembly to our customer, and therefore makes us more attractive. A lot of times somebody will send us a specification and we'll look at it and say, hey, you have a round corner here. If you have a square corner, we could save you some money. So we do what's called design for manufacturability. And we look at the parts and we don't just blindly quote them. We'll take and look at the parts and say, hey, if you make some changes here or there, there's the possibility that we could save you some money with our design for manufacturability process. And if somebody's coming to us with an initial part, a part that hasn't been made before, we even have early supplier involvement with the design for manufacturability. We can take sometimes large percentages of costs out before the part leaves the drawing board. It really saves the customer money and it helps solidify our relationship. We like to partner with our customers and it shows that we are a partner.
I'm here with Trenton Pressing. We met last year at the show and we had a good time kind of conversing, but tell me a little bit about what you guys do.
Okay, so we're a small to medium-sized company, about 200 people. We do automotive stampings, about 50% automotive, 50% recreational vehicle and off-road, weldments, assemblies, and final parts. So you can see a suspension we make here. So as far as our assemblies go, we'll do everything from stamping the parts, having the parts coated, purchase parts brought in, to fully assembled. We do latches, we do stampings, end-eye fasteners.
Is it a lot of custom stuff or are you guys producing in larger volume?
We do a lot of larger volume stuff, but we're also working with the lower volume, starting to get into press, laser table and press brake parts. Then we also do reverse engineering. We have a structured light scanner so we can scan parts and spit back out a CAD model of that part and a CMM report.
And where are you guys based out of?
We are in Trenton, Georgia, just outside Chattanooga, Tennessee.